So what is a headache? The basics. A headache is one of the most universal human experiences, an ache or pain in the head that almost everyone will feel at some point in their lives. But despite being so common, headaches aren't all the same. At their core, a headache is the body's way of telling you that something in your system is off balance, whether that's stress, dehydration, tension, blood vessel changes, or even more serious conditions. They range from mild nagging annoyances to severe throbbing pain that can shut down your entire day. Headaches are not caused by the brain itself because the brain tissue has no pain receptors. Instead, the pain comes from nerves, blood vessels, and muscles around the skull, face, and neck that are sending distress signals. In other words, a headache is less about the brain hurting and more about the structures around it sounding an alarm. How it works: when you feel a headache, what's really happening is a complex chain of signals. Pain-sensitive structures in the head, like the blood vessels, meninges, the protective layers around the brain, and certain cranial nerves are irritated or triggered. For example, if you're stressed, the muscles in your scalp and neck tighten, pulling on nerves and tissue. If you're dehydrated, the brain itself can temporarily shrink just slightly, tugging on membranes and blood vessels. Migraines, on the other hand, involve abnormal brain activity that affects nerve signaling and blood flow, often leading to visual disturbances and sensitivity to light or sound. Neurotransmitters like serotonin play a big role as well. When levels shift, they can widen or narrow blood vessels in the brain, triggering different types of pain. This is why some people describe headaches as pressure, while others feel stabbing, throbbing, or pulsing sensations. In short, a headache is like an orchestra of pain, muscles, vessels, and nerves, all creating their own instruments of discomfort. History/origins. Headaches have haunted humans since the beginning of recorded time. Ancient Egyptians described them over 4,000 years ago, carving medical texts that mention head pain and even using primitive surgical tools to drill holes in the skull, a practice known as trepanation, in an attempt to release the evil spirits believed to cause the pain. In ancient Greece, Hippocrates wrote about headaches and migraines, noting their symptoms and even linking them to changes in the weather. Roman physicians prescribed remedies like herbal poultices, wine-soaked cloths, or pressure applied to the temples. During the Middle Ages, headaches were often thought to be caused by imbalances in the four humours: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. Treatments included leeches, bleeding, or strange rituals meant to rebalance the body. Fast forward to the 19th century, and medicine began to understand headaches scientifically. The term migraine was formally recognized, and doctors identified that certain foods, stress, or environmental changes could trigger attacks. By the 20th century, research on neurology uncovered serotonin's role, paving the way for modern migraine medications. Today, while we no longer blame demons or humours, headaches remain mysterious in many ways. Scientists still don't fully understand every trigger or mechanism, but what's clear is that headaches have always been part of human history, linking us across time in a shared, painful experience. Impact/legacy. Headaches may seem small compared to other medical conditions, but their impact is enormous. The World Health Organization ranks headaches among the most disabling health issues globally. Migraines, in particular, affect over 1 billion people worldwide and are the second leading cause of years lived with disability. They disrupt work, relationships, and everyday life. For some, migraines mean retreating into dark rooms for hours or days. For others, tension headaches become chronic, wearing down mental focus and mood. Economically, billions of dollars are lost each year to missed workdays, reduced productivity, and medical treatments. On the flip side, the struggle with headaches has driven major advancements in medicine. Pain relievers like aspirin and ibuprofen were developed in part to tackle headaches. Neurological research into migraines has opened doors to understanding brain chemistry, vascular function, and even how the gut and brain are connected. In a strange way, headaches have shaped our modern world by forcing us to study pain itself, teaching science how the human body signals distress. They are a reminder that even something so ordinary can change the course of lives, careers, and medicine. Random facts that don't seem real. The Guinness World Record for the longest-lasting headache belongs to a man who reportedly suffered daily headaches for over 37 years straight. Beethoven, Thomas Jefferson, and Sigmund Freud all suffered from migraines, showing that even great minds couldn't escape the pain. Migraines can cause symptoms like hallucinations, phantom smells, and flashes of light, sometimes mistaken in history for visions or divine messages. Chocolate, red wine, and cheese are some of the most infamous headache triggers, but oddly, caffeine can both cure and cause headaches, depending on how it's used. Some scientists believe migraines may have offered an evolutionary advantage, making sufferers more sensitive to environmental dangers like bright light or dehydration. Conclusion. So, what is a headache? It's more than just a nuisance. It's a complex alarm system, a reminder of how fragile yet resilient our bodies are. It's a connection to our ancestors who suffered the same pain thousands of years ago. It's an invisible force that can bring down kings, artists, and workers alike. And yet within this pain lies understanding, clues about our brain, our nerves, and the very wiring of human biology. Headaches teach us that even the smallest pains can carry the biggest lessons. If you also like learning random things, subscribe. You have found your happy place. Poem, The Drums Within. A silent march, a phantom beat, a storm that whispers, sharp yet fleet. The vessels tighten, the shadows near. A crown of fire, too bright to bear. And still it fades, yet leaves its mark, the echo of thunder inside the dark.